you're doing, do it fast!
Elizabeth has a limited amount of power that she can use for the player. Now, Elizabeth is the only one that can manipulate the tears and bring in those objects that you see, but you're the one that's going to be requesting them. So she's not going to go off on her own and bring these things in. So these are player driven. You decide when and where you want these in. But because she has limited power or energy, you don't want to just bring everything in that you see, because there might be something later that you'd like to bring in. So it's player driven, but Elizabeth's the only one in the world of BioShock Infinite that can actually manipulate those tears.
Elizabeth?
3 cheers for us, eh?
The last thing that we want to do is make Elizabeth a burden on the player. So I'll state from the get-go that at no point in the game is Elizabeth ever going to hold you back from doing something. She's never going to be somebody that you have to rescue. You know, she'll be your companion, and she'll be able to help you out in certain cases. As far as the relationship goes between Booker and Elizabeth, yes, it's definitely something that we've been developing for quite a while, and you know, we're still figuring out some of the issues that go along with, you know, giving the player completely free reign when it comes to, you know, conversations and setting things up. But you know, looking into the future, that's something that we'll be pushing more on, and you're going to see more of. We have a overall arc that Booker and Elizabeth are going to have. So there's, you know, the choices that you make throughout the game isn't going to affect, you know, the whole entire story arc, but it will have some effect within the gameplay. Our very first prototypes of BioShock Infinite, you know, when we decided we want City in the Sky, they started off as very dark in the clouds, very gloomy. It might as well have been underwater. And we started pushing, like literally pushing the clouds back, bringing up the blue sky, and then we just got rid of everything. And you know, so it's not a process where we come in one day and just say, boom, this is what we're doing. You come in, you make mistakes, you experiment a little bit, and then eventually you get to where we are now. We're not making a completely open world game. You know, it's not a GTA world where you can explore everywhere, but there is, you know, the exploration component, for lack of a better word, is going to be roughly the same as in BioShock 1, where there are places you can explore, narrative elements that will bring you back, and then, you know, open areas that you can explore. When we talk about an irrational game, a BioShock game, there is the heavy narrative aspect of it, and you know, the city that you're exploring is its own character. Whether it's a twist ending or things like that's not the important thing to us. The important thing to us is telling a story and making an environment that people want to explore and want to see what's around the next corner. You know, turn the player into archaeologists, so they're looking through every nook and cranny and trying to figure out the story that the environment's trying to tell.